よし、やっていくか。待って、充電器はここで。充電器で、ちょっとスマホを充電しながらやります。よし、やっていきます。誰？もしかしてこれ、スマホを鍛えようかな、もしかして。スマホじゃなくて、コントローラー鍛えようかもしれない。おはようございます。眠気大丈夫ですかね。今これ始めたんですけど、なんか、ゲームパッド非対応だったみたいで、ちょっと頑張って、キーボードでやります。
Dungeon Basics. The newcomer evil should learn the basics of dungeon management.
なんか、地下でダンジョンを作って、
Evil, evilness. The
モンスター
fast-learning
を
evil
たくさん
quickly
作るって
set
いう
about sending
や
its
つらしいです
creatures
ね。
into the overworld. Dungeons for advanced students. The skilled evil quickly learn the skills needed to run a dungeon very efficiently.
あ、これ待って。あれか。順番にやっていくやつ
Dungeon
だ。
Basics. The newcomer evil should learn the basics of
まあ
dungeon management.
まあ、寝たい時に寝ちゃってまあ、ください。自分はもう、これ、頑張ってみるんで。いやー、ありがとうございます。
The still learning the ropes evil had decided to try the excellent tutorials.
エピックゲームスっていうところのアプリで、今無料で手に入るんで、よければ、それで。
Building rooms and hiring and firing creatures. Everything a novice evil needs to know. First of all, it admired the center of its power, the dungeon heart. This, if possible, should never be broken, as that would lead to an inglorious and permanent end to the definitely wanting to avoid this at all costs evil.
とにかく、
Naturally, the most important resource for any evil genius was gold. One could make the best things out of the glittering metal, and nary a creature was going to let the absolute evil hire it and push it around without a coin or two. Sad, I know, but that's the way the cold, hard capitalist world of evil works. Although a little gold could also be stored in the dungeon heart, the little snots, the strange name giving evil's workers, had to travel long distances to do so. It made much more sense to build a treasury nearby. The fast-learning evil immediately began doing so.
あ、こうやってりゃいいんだ。とにかくさっきのダンジョンハートとやらを、これを壊されたら終わりっていうことですな。よくあるタワーディフェンスの守る側に徹するって感じなのかもしれない。手が魔王の手なのかな、これ。結構いかつい手が。
That was the time to give them a hearty slap with the hand of terror. Naturally, this had to be done immediately.
どうするんだこれ。平手打ちってどうすんないん待って、どうすりゃいいんだこれ。かわいそう。作業終わってんのに平手打ち作業終わってんのに平手打ちされた。
but were always regenerated up to the
ああ、
maximum
これね。
limit.
これは自動で
And so it
作られると。
was that the massacring evil didn't have to worry if one of these miserable creatures died. It simply had to wait for the next one. At the same time, the little snots were the dungeon world. Unfortunately, creatures were a little more demanding than the miserable little snots. A hideout would have to be researched before creatures such as goblins and orcs could be hired. As loyal as the little snots were, they were unable to fight and took to their heels in panicked flight at the first sight of an enemy. Sighing, the unscrupulous evil set about providing a hideout.
ここに放り投げられると。ここで。放り投げられないな、これなんて。あ、こうやってやればいいんかな。オッケーオッケー。お前らも来い。お前らも来い。来るんだ。逃げるな。みんなどっか行っちゃう。待って。みんなどっか行っちゃう。待って。どこ行った？ここか。なんか。とりあえず、意味ないだろうけど、とりあえずほっとく。意味ないけど。あ、なんかめっちゃ広い部屋がある。めっちゃ。なんか頭の上にこの体力バーがあって、これのゲージがなくならなければいくらでも平手打ちできると思う。いくらでも平手打ちするってかわいそうだな。平手打ちばっかされ。お、ねこれ。これで、うん。これ全部これ隠れ家になるのこれ。もったいない気がする。やばい。あ、これでオークたち、こいつらかな？なんか、体力減ってもここで睡眠とって回復するってことなのかもしれない。けど、これ。
The army craving evil had hired a creature which would from now on do its dirty work. However, each creature consumed a population point. Fortunately, these could be increased just like the number of workers. Should it become necessary to recover a population point, the maliciously grinning evil could always use the eagle located at its dungeon heart. Simply toss the creature onto it, a little pull of the lever, and oh, whoops. Well, there it goes. These creatures were pretty spoiled. Not only did horde creatures demand their own bunks, they also wanted something to eat. Otherwise, they would soon refuse to do any work whatsoever and go on strike. The deeply sighing evil had no other choice than to build his creatures a gobbler farm to satisfy their hunger.
わかったけど待って。それでこうやってやって、一度にやって、どっから、ここからだ。よし。ここから行くんだ。で、なんか WASD で、なんか、のカメラ操作ができる。意外と簡単かもしれない。あ、こいつめっちゃお腹空いてるなってことだな。七面鳥。ですね、なんか キーボードマウスの方が、なんか、効率っていうかやりやすい感じがする。お待って、見てたよ。
The gobbler farm was now ready. Later, the creatures would also demand other things, but for now, they were satisfied. The fast learning evil had mastered the first tutorial with flying colors. Excellent work.
キャンペーンには行きたくないんだけど、待って。これだ。
Evil evilness. The fast learning evil quickly set about sending its creatures into the overworld.
これで、このチュートリアルで、地上にモンスターを送る、やつが、やり方を学べるってことなんでしょうね。てか、地下で四面鳥って育てられるのかな。
It now more or less knew what it had to do to build a dungeon. Now it would turn to the overworld, where it would sow chaos and destruction. Up there waited a Isle of Good, which just begged to be destroyed. The impatient evil got right down to destroying. Before the overworld could be destroyed, a number of creatures would first have to be brought there. The hand of terror greedily reached out to grab some.
何こいつだ。とりあえず
Creatures ventured out into the overworld. The destruction-craving evil could hardly wait to transform all those unbearably rich colors into 50 shades of gray. The drooling evil did not have the omnipotence in the overworld it was used to in the dungeon. Here, it had to direct its creatures the old-fashioned way, with orders.
50種類の灰色ってやばくね。うるせえんだよこれ。これ。これ。何をすればいいんだ。こうやってちまちまやっていく感じね。これ。もしかしてこれで、こうするわけね。Windows のデスクトップでできる選択画面が、範囲選択がこういう風に使うんだ。よっしゃ、いけ。やられそうなのがいるけど、ちょっと待って。やられんだよ。やられた。溶ける。
The Isle of Good had been destroyed to the ground. This not only made for a more pleasant ambiance, but also produced some lovely evilness, which could be used for research. The researching evil quickly set about spending its evilness.
これ。いろいろあるな、これ。これとこれと、こいつらもモンスターだな。で、これが、今、一回倒されたら終わりなんですけど、自動で復活するようになるってやつかな、これで。で、これは、新しい、クリーチャーたちに新しい魔法を使わせたり、これで使うマナを、作ってくれる場所かな、これが。で、これは、隠れ家。 まあ、隠れ家はさっきのところで、これは、ダンジョンになんか踏み込んできたら、なんか自動で戦ってくれるってやつかな。これモンスターで、これはなんかゾンビみたいな、ああいうアンデッド系が、なんか、勝手に復活してくれる、勝手に復活してくれるようになると。すげえな。踏み込まれた時に、中で、さっきの英雄たち倒すと、ここで、ゾンビに変換できるっていうか。すげえな。まあ、これがそのアンデッドを強化するってやつかな。こっちは英雄たちゾンビにして、こっちは、なんか、スケルトンに変えちゃうっていうことらしい。骨にするか、臭くするか、どっちかって悲しいな、やめだ。悲しい。どうしよう。
The watchful evil had the sinuous evil had researched the Nagas. These snake-like creatures were excellent healers and a good addition to the dungeon. The resurrecting evil had researched the crypt. There, undead could resurrect horde creatures if they kicked the bucket. The fantastic evil had understood the basics of the overworld and the advantages of evilness.
あら。せっかく対応したのに終わっちゃった。
Dungeons for advanced students. The skilled evil quickly learned the skills needed to run a dungeon very efficiently.
さっきまでは地上でのバトルだったけど、今度はダンジョンに踏み込まれた時の対策法ってことですな。これは。よし。GO。ということはあれだな、出入り口から、なんかダンジョンハートまでの距離を結構長くしないとまずいかもしれない。
The knowledge-thirsty evil obviously couldn't get enough of these crazy tutorials. All right then, let's improve our knowledge of the dungeon. The absolute evil's creatures gathered experience from battles over the course of time, and thus reached new levels. This must be welcomed, as higher-level creatures were much more powerful.
クリーチャー対クリーチャーやってんじゃねえよ、お前ら。
The creatures also became harder to please as their levels increased, and had the impudence to demand new things. Unbelievable! Well, that borders on treason. Horde creatures, for example, would later demand beer that they themselves produced in the brewery. But the brewery was still a long way off, as the annoyed evil's little snots had once again proved their lack of intelligence and hadn't got any workplaces in the dungeon. Toolboxes would later be needed for the brewery. These were produced by little snots at workplaces in the workshop. Sighing, the once again disappointed by its workers' evil, set about building the workplace.
これいらない、これいらない。
The little snots willingly set to work producing toolboxes with a stupid grin on their faces. These were needed to build the workplace in the brewery. A cast iron brewing kettle made out of toolboxes? Computer game logic. The not particularly known for its patience evil patiently waited for enough toolboxes to be available.
あ、こうやってアップできるじゃん、これ。これ、視点変えられないんかな、これ。一番カメラを引いたらこうなって、近づけたらこんくらい。いいな、これ。で、 ちょっと待って、お前ら。ここに来い。お前らも仕事するんだ。やばい。あ、逃げやがったな、お前ら。
The splendid evil had finally produced enough toolboxes by waiting in boredom. It quickly set about building the brewing kettle.
出入り口はこっからだよな、多分。何これ。講義室。あ、こいつやっぱりあれだ。あまり賢くなさそうだから、ここからすぐ出てった。
The brewing kettle stood proudly, and the diligent little snots went directly to work producing the delicious brew, so that the horde creatures could soon start knocking it back. All that was missing was someone playing some good old-fashioned folk music. Then again, maybe not. It makes my ears bleed. But now for something completely different, as the hard-working evil now had access to the lecture hall. There, additions to normal research in the form of scrolls could be made for small amounts of gold, time, and evilness. The always slathering for something new evil quickly began to try them out.
どうすりゃいいんだこれは。
Very interesting. I would have researched that too. Yes, my grandmother always found that a good choice.
スクロールとやらをここで開発するのを待つということらしい。どこだ？お、作った。
Splendid work. The good-humored evil had not only satisfied its
いい性格をしてる悪
alcoholic
ってなん
creatures,
だ。
but at the same time learned more about research. It now considered itself well equipped to begin converting the lessons learned into evil, nasty deeds. とうとうあれか。本番の演習みたいのが来たかな、これで。 And now it's time for a good book. I still have this comic, and if I were to make myself a drink, I could... Oh, wait. You're here? What? I thought we'd done all the tutorials. What do you mean the menu offers a fourth tutorial? But I don't have any more documents for that. I'd love to work with professionals just once. Those boneheads at Realm Forge can't even get the main menu right. They're probably busy building the Berlin airport. Well, since you're already here, we can... Oh, crap. Third person. Well, since the already arrived evil was already there...
めっちゃ発展してる。
The keeping the narrator from his hard-earned drink and his lovely marble comic book evil commenced yet another tutorial. In this one, it would, learn something about, traps and spells, like, how to make and use them.
めっちゃすごいのあるじゃん。
Pretty, free-form tutorial, as if someone had just made it up really quickly. It was about defending the dungeon against attacking heroes. A few traps had already been placed. These were ready to make life difficult for every hero
うわ
that
取りた
approached
く
them.
ね
Some others were manually triggered by a blow from the hand of terror. Here, timing was everything. The Arcanium already held a lot of mana ready to be used for powerful spells. A suspicious
使っちゃ
trampling
ったよ
of
待っ
heavy
て
boots
使っ
and
ちゃった
clanging of armor was heard in the dungeon. Soon,
Oh.
the first heroes would enter the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
うん そっち行ったぞお前ら
There are
Okay.
enemies in your dungeon.
お前ら戦えお前ら戦うんだお前ら戦うんだ行け行けでこいつ違うやんリーチャーを
Enemies
敵だ
have
と思って
entered
た
the dungeon.
いけいけいけいけえ使えないいけんだ使うんだいけ
There are enemies in your dungeon.
これなんか使えないんだけどこれもうあ、この緑の回数だけ使えるんかなやっぱりよし、行け戦え
The dungeon heart is being attacked. なんだこいつは掃除してんじゃねえよお前掃除してんじゃねえよお前行け戦えあやばいなんか負けそうな空気してるやばいまあそれはいいんだけどお作り直された偉いうん倒しきったなよし There are enemies in your
一旦
dungeon.
ここ封鎖しちゃえばいいんじゃないかなこれ
Payday.
け。
All right, excellent work. The last hero had been fended off. The tutorial was finished. Finally, I can get back to my gin and super. Well done. So, now it's time you turn to other things. Things that don't stop me from drinking and from reading my comic.
終わったか。なんか一人死んだみたい。よし。
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target, a dark elf named Talia.
ノーダメージクリアしろってのと、なんか、よくわかんないけど。よし、行くぜ。
A long, long time ago, the absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean. It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the best and most powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent, left the harbor, and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
沈まなかったんだ、今度は。よし。うぜ。
The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally eastern kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father. I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent. I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Janos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. Your daughter. You can count on me.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whomp! With a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
わ、すごい、通ると、通ったところがどんどん。
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light!
あ、こん中通ったらいけない。ここ通っちゃいけないんだな、
I'm
こい
still in
つ。
training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light.
こっちは行っちゃいけないか。じゃあ、こっち行けなくね。これか。よし、行け。いけないか。おい、避けろ。避けて通れ。だ。
The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers. As long as it wasn't in the light. The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with our last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close, so close. Talia, the dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know. I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right. We'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
長いな。こっち通れ、こいつら避けていけってことかな。と。待って、来んな。戻れ。よし。戻るんだ。さあ戻れ。で、見た感じここで避けろって話だろうな、多分ね。待って、避けろ。うわ、なんか来た。
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels under the mountains. I have no need of any stupid lamp shining into me eyes. Now I'm stuck with that damned pointy-eared... I mean, my good friend Tanos' foster daughter. Nothing will change that. The girl will always be tainted. Should have cut her ears off when I had the chance. Enough chit-chat, men. You stay here and secure the area. I have to go check my invention. Stay alert. I can feel something evil lurking in the area. And it's not just that damn pointy-eared... I mean, that elf.
After this cliched monologue, Grimly disappeared into the darkness. The impatient evil shadow set off again.
こっちはなんかあるけど、ここじゃなくって、ここじゃないな。よし。右上の方行くか。
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes with lanterns began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
よし、行け。うわぁ。うわぁ。めっちゃいた。
And in the name of my father Tanos, I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
これ乗っ取ればいいのか、これはもしや。
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the past is...
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm
まさか
happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die! I will kill you all! I feel the power within me. It's over 9,000!
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. the black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
なんか
I'll tear you to pieces.
The Dark Elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clunking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the minion-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely, ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. Though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong. Twistrom in ruins. Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins. Now she began to build a small power base in its vaults. Her first dungeon.
ようやく始まるな。
Twistrom looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal concert.
What? What have I done? Oh no! I've fallen to evil again. Father will be beside himself. He was right when he said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Although, in a way, it was fun to be evil. Burning things, pillaging, and showing those nasty goody two-shoes where the hammer hangs. They just look down at me anyway. My revenge will be terrible.
While Talia was delivering a typical villainous monologue, something happened around her. From the depths arose a pulsating crystal, filled with the magic-savvy evil's power. A dungeon heart. Not to be confused with those dungeon hearts from other games. We don't want to be sued. Again.
Hello, greetings. What seems to be your voggle?
Secret mental messages were exchanged between Talia and the mentally savvy evil's crystal. We could explain this in detail at this point, but that would require a 3-hour monologue on my part, and I am definitely not being paid enough for that.
Right then. I will make these people suffer for mocking me. Father's henchmen never liked me anyway, and always insulted me, calling me pointy-eared. It's time for my well-deserved Revenge!
OK、
The
練習しよう。
game logic internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent
What's that,
need of
Aisha?
destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
まあ、こんな感じにやっときゃいいんかな。で、軍隊じゃなくて、これかな。これで使って、
Your little snots have dug out a room. The grandiose evil's helpers had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available. The new improved research menu, TM, opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
一旦これで強化しまくって。鶏はどうしよう。ここでいっか。鶏はここに作って。
There were countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
しばらくお金作んなきゃいけないわ、これ。見るよりやる方が楽しいゲームかもしれない。これは。
Heyday.
ゼロ。 や、これは眠くなりますわ、これ。多分これ自分、プレイヤーしか楽しくないゲームかもしれない。これは。もしかしたら。あ、なるほど。ここに、待って。ここに、あれだ。ここに作ればよかった。待って。待って、お前はいいんだ。ここに、なんか、この金脈があるところに、金庫を作ると効率がいいらしい。ね。まあ多分、このゲームは自分でやらないと楽しくないゲームの一つかもしれない。もしかしたら。で、ここに、待って、研究で、これ作って、あ、めっちゃあれだ。めっちゃ広くできる。で、チュートリアルまでで、どんぐらいかかったんだこれ。チュートリアルっていうか本編まで。本編に入るまでで25分かかってるみたい。これはちょっと眠くなっても仕方ない部分はあると思いますが。もう少し開けた方がいいかな。あれ雲が消えた。まあいいね。なんか結構あるけど。何すればいいんだっけ。これで。
Payday.
うん。これで、多分もう2つこのベッドみたいなの作れる、作ったりできると思うんで、ちょっと拡張して、作れるこれ4つ作って、うん。あ、これ拾えるんだ、これ。拾えた。あ、これ拾えるんだ、知らなかった。これ拾っちゃおうか。これ拾っちゃいけないやつだ、これ。これ、拾っちゃいけないやつだ。で、こっから入ってくるかもしれないから、ちょっとだけ罠を、作るためのスペースが欲しいな。なんかこんな感じにして、
Your creatures have inadvertently dug into a dragon's nest.
おー、かわいい。いや、かわいいけど、ちょっと。お前ら倒せ。いや、かわいいけどさ、ちょっと。倒してくれないと困る。お前ら。これがよしとして、じゃあちょっと、お前ら、よし、来た。あれどこ行った他のやつはどこ行った他のやつはどこ行ったと。どこ行った あれいた。こいつと、
For evil!
お前ら高い。戦うお前ら。あ、悲しい。もう終わった。なんか金脈すごそうだからちょっとそっちゃう。ここら辺めっちゃ。お前ら死ぬ気で働くんだ。お前ら。
It's payday.
ヘイでー。
The absolute evil's little snots had got out a new room.
イメージ的にはなんかやらないと面白くないゲームってなんかこういうストラテジー系とかかな、なんか育成ゲーとかそういうのは自分でやらないとあまり面白くないようなイメージですな。うわあ、ここ封鎖されちゃってるから、どうしよう。これこうやって繋がるようにしてこっち封鎖しちゃうかな。よし、働け。ここも封鎖して侵入できないようにしよう。いってらっしゃいませ。いやー、これ見てて面白いんかな、これ。これ。
It's payday.
自分もちょっとトイレ行ってきます。すいません。いける。できましたと。よし。さて。どうしよう。こっちはもうそろそろ埋まっちゃいそうだから、どうしよう。ここ、ちゃんとやってください。ね。まあこんなもんなのかな、最初は。よし。よし、行くぞ。お前ら。行くぞ。ゴー。 どうやってこれ行けばいいんだこれ。
You desire?
どこに行けばいいんだ。
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the
お
genre.
前ら。
Follow me, sons of Rohan. I mean, my vicious hordes. Let's get these tree huggers and wimps.
Yeah, what is going on here? I feel a disturbance.
The deeds of the conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently, teaching myself to play the ukulele.
Hmm? どうやって使うのこれ。よし。いい子だ。
Ah, what? Ah, what?
こっち行ってみるか。
Ouch!
Hey,
高い高い。
that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
Take that, you worm!
虫目。よし。そこをぶっ壊せ。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey, where does this lead? We should
待
take
て待て
a
待て待て。
closer look.
The first heroes had discovered the not-so-well-hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths. Of course, the
What was that?
insidious evil had already prepared
Yeah,
a
that's it.
despicable
That's it.
reception for them. At
That's it.
least I hope so.
ダンジョンには入ってこねえじゃないか。どこ行ったし。
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
待って、ちょっと待って。はい。
Huh? The armies of evil here? Damn it all, how did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right, men, get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once? Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave, that's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable.
Right.
So it was time to
Right,
decorate for the
早く戻るんだ。
victory celebration, to get the beer and hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not orcs. I shudder at the thought.
They're gonna be child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with
はい、
them.
戦い戦い。やばいやばい。 し、オッケー。アップねお前はどこ行った？
Command me.
お前は何もしてるんだ。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
お前ら、寝てる暇ねえぞ。け。
It's payday.
給料日だからそれはいいや。それはいいんだが、それはいいんだが、いいんだが。
Where are you taking me?
待って、そんなはだかなくていいやお前ら。なんて何もしたいんだからこいつら。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
OK。これ。めっちゃ広い、めっちゃ広い息を凝らせる。
Dragons have nested in the underground.
お前仲間になる、仲間になる、仲間になるお前。
Your little snots have dug out a room.
使わんかい。まったく。作ってる最中に。効率が下がってるっつうことは、ちょっと壁、取ってあげればいいんかな。わかんないけど。人多いからか、それとも、どうなんだろう。高い。お、これはいい戦いか。
Studio burned down, and I was going to come here tonight for Pilates.
あ、やっぱりか。Okay.
Payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
あれエルフはどこ行った？
For evil!
まあ、お前は寝といていい？ん？いつもか。寝といていいから、やって、あ、お前も、一人で寝ていいや。いや、こいつらでいいや。4人で行こう、ちょっと。うん。これ、みつるが面白いんかな、これ。いた。高い。
Who do you want dead?
The
Okay.
armies of evil reached one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistram. The ice-cold hand, I mean evil, would deal with it immediately.
ぶっ倒せ。いけ。なんかなんて言うんだろう。さっきそこまで変わってないんですよ、やっぱり。一回外に魔物を一回外に連れて行って、なんかこうやって侵略したんですけど、途中でダンジョンに潜り込んだのが出てきたんで、一旦全員戻してから
The little
回復
town
させ
of
て、それ
good
でまた戻っ
was
てきました。
destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks formed on the surface, and something, guess, evil rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
待て。ちょっと連れてこい。あいつら全員連れてこい。ちょっと。どこ行った？
Everything good must.
一旦戻ろっか。待って。処理は残んないとダメなのか。もしかして。そんなこともない。そんなこともね、ちょっと戻れ。
Oh no! The studio burned down, and I was going to come here tonight for Pilates.
これ全部、片っ端から全部取っちゃいました。で、今こっち歩いてきたのが、多分、ここら辺で、これ入ってきたんで、
There are enemies in your dungeon.
どんくらいまで掘れるんだろう、これ。これだけ掘っちゃおうかな。
Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed. Payday.
ダイヤモンド。ちょっとお前暇だろ、来い。ぶっ殺せ。オッケー。雲を倒すんだ。こんだけあればもうお金には困んないはず。だけど他の施設を建てる場所があるのかどうかが気になる。 れだ。どうしよっかな。こいつ、こいつ、こいつ、こいつ、こいつ、こいつ。6体連れて外行きますわ。6体連れてです。6体。部屋は作んなくていいから。しこい。
Everything good must
今のなんかこの、なんだろう。邪悪さとかいうのを手に入れるために、ここを征服したんで、手に入れたんで、どこ行こう次。ここ行っか。GO。待って、GO して。GO。年長。増やすか。ちょっとここ戻りますよと。こっちはこっちでなんか戦ってるね。あ、後ろから来てる。逃げろ。よし。
time to take out the trash.
これだ。行け。
Destroy them all. What do you want me to do?
行け。ぶっ壊せ。行け。めっちゃ回復するじゃん。お前強いな。お前。やば。おお、こっちまで壊れた。待って、一旦お前らここに来て、これを使わせて相手は、相手には一旦左クリックで指定してから右クリックで押せば、よし。使ってくれない。ああ。だからこれ一つしかないんだ。使えるの。一つしかなんか、書物みたいの。持たせることができないらしい。じゃあどうなってる？ こっちはこっちで本当やることないんだね、本当。こっちはこっちで。
The second island of the good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil's hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent. Even better than in Dungeons3. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on
ああ、
or
こ
anything
こも
like that.
征服したらしいから。ここか。よし、ここまで来い。スルーしちゃうの、お前ら。お前ら。スルーすんのか、おい。おい、一人しか残ってないぞ、待って。逃げろ。挟まれてるし、おーい。お前らこっち来い。やばい。お前ら、早く逃げろ。お前らやばいぞ。死ぬ。No!
I'll be back.
終わったか？ああ、死んでもゲームオーバーにはならないんだ。へえ。
Give me my orders. I am the queen of evil.
で、無事にたどり着けるのか。こっちルートは取ったことないぞ。いけるか？お前は。お前にはいけるのか？おいけるか？あ、いけるね。オッケーオッケー。よし。ぶっ壊せ。
Destroyed. Victory is ours. Evil is victorious. Good thing I switched sides.
And so it was that the good camp was destroyed by the battle-wise evil's army. Now it was time to take over all of the good islands. That would be a cakewalk. Easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience, of course.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am. Father is gonna be so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light. Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last two games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me.
あ、もう終わっちゃった
Talia
わ。
and
す
the
げえ。
destructive Evil's army had succeeded in destroying Twistram and the surrounding area. Good no longer existed in this land.
Why? What the hell happened here?
Apparently, not quite all of the good guys were defeated. The dwarven king Grimly, an old drinking buddy of Tanos the Paladin, was just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order. Thank God, the foresighted evil had provided for this contingency. The dungeon heart was charged with evilness and enough energy to act as a teleporter. For Talia, of course.
Ooh, good. Then all the best, brave warriors, and stop them! Right! I'm out of here.
With a plop, Talia dissipated and disappeared to a faraway and safe place. The rest of the sacrificing evil's creatures looked astonished as their general fled, but only for a moment, as they already found themselves facing an unpleasant army of good.
This is the work of that damn pointy-eared wench. I always warned Tanos that those miserable dark
犯罪種族。
justice criminals, the lot of them. But enough is enough. I'm going to find that shifty witch and use her ears as bookmarks.
The Gehenna Stones. After leaving the vestiges of Tristram, Talia set out for the Gehenna Stones. They served as seals to keep the demons banished in hell, where
まさかこれまた一から部屋作るのかこれ。
After her hasty departure, Talia now found herself a few kilometers, or miles, yards, or stone throws, depending on whatever crazy units are used where you are, away. She had managed to escape Grimly's forces, even if one or two evil creatures had to die. But hey, that comes with the job. The incredibly foresighted evil hadn't brought Talia here for nothing. The ancient Gehenna stones were nearby. Tanos once banished some demonic minions to hell and used these ancient magic relics to seal them there. Unfortunately, it was unclear how these seals could be broken.
I was there back in the day when Tanos banished the demons and sealed the stones. I can open them! But should I really do it? These unearthly beings terrorize the land and... Oh, shut up, good Talia!
So, you know how to open the seal. Excellent. Devious evil is obviously nobody's fool. It all feels like a real plan.
I just have to get through to the seals, then I can open them. But I need protection from the elemental guardians while I do so.
Okay, that should be doable. Get Talia to the seals, guard her while she opens them. First, however, it would definitely be a good idea to build a powerful dungeon in order to be prepared for any heroes stationed in the area.
で、作ったから、ちょっと、どうしよっかな。これって、こうやってやって、ここに作るか。多くたちをここら辺に、 かな。8時40分くらいまでやってからちょ
There
っと
were
終わりにしようかな。
disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead. Especially since that evilness could be used for new
めっちゃいるじゃん。
technologies.
ちょっと待って。
Is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon? Disgusting! Creatures advance! Destroy that thing! Oh, are you sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time? Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this disassociative identity order nonsense.
ちょっともうちょっと面白そうっていうか、配信で見てて面白そうなやつ、面白そうなのちょっと探してみますわ。なんかいいのないか。これはこれで面白いんだけどさ、ここまでドラゴンが来てる。よし、ぶっ殺せ。これぶっ殺される側になるわ、これ。あ、やばい。ぶっ殺される側になるわ、これ。やば。
Evil will triumph.
殺される側になるのはちょっと嫌なんで。
Heyday, there's something funny going on around here. My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it
もう
out.
来た。
The
もう来たの
presence
か、や
of
ば。
Talia and the conspicuous evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable
展開早いん
heroes
じゃない
were
か。やばい。
already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately. Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready! You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really? Can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and... Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself, the hero spread across the surface. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
やばい、ちょっと。しげ。
Everything evil comes from above. Tell me what to do. Whoa!
ぶっ通せ。とりあえずなんて言うんだろう。部屋ごとにスペースが部屋っぽくなるようにスペースを作るってよりは、一気に ガッてやってから区切った方が楽そうな気がするこれ。なんかこうやってバーってやっちゃって。で、なんか気づいたのが、休んでる奴らはなんか壁で囲ってあげないと休む効率が下がるっぽいんで、まあちょっと気をつけますわ。じゃあちょっと外行ってみますかね。
of evil. Who do you want killed?
いや、ぶっ壊せ。で、戦闘してる間に、こっちで、じゃあな。どこ行った？
There are enemies in your dungeon. It's payday. Delicious evilness dribbled into the thereupon feasting evil's dungeon. This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing one or two new research projects.
美味しいジャークってなんだよ。前だ、ちょっと戻るかな。めっちゃ効率下がってるから、ほら、なんか隠れ家のこの効率が壁で囲ってあげると、壁で囲うとなんか効率が 80% くらいになるんだけど、囲わないと 20% くらいどんどん下がっていっちゃって、 あれだから。
The bustling evil had discovered a room in the underground.
おお、ここでも仕事するんだ、お前。何これ、何これ、何これ。あ、なんだ。おお、バコン。
The homicidal evil had researched the Tinkerer's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious creatures of the Horde to build deadly traps and sturdy doors out of boring old toolboxes. The adventurous evil was keen to try this out right away.
なんか来たぞ。
Enemies have
okay.
entered the dungeon.
なんか来たな。目の前で来やがるな。お前ら。目の前でお前よくも。け。
Ouch! Sure showed him.
お、90% だ。効率が。66です
Payday.
か。
Your little snots have dug out a new room.
だ。お、めっちゃ落ちてるじゃん。めっちゃ落ちてる。これを4つ用意して、こうやってやって、できた。 この部屋は小さすぎるって言われる。小さすぎる。ここを掘ってみるか。ちょっと待って、お前ら、こっちを作業するんだ。こっちを作業しろ。お前ら、こっちは後でいいから。待って。めっちゃ広い。めっちゃ広い。何これ。工具箱。なんか知らないけど作ってくれてた。なんか知らないけど。
Countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
こっちはこっちでいるのか。ボッコボコにされてんだ。面白いな。
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
マジで。だってお前ら雲ねえ、雲のくせにお前まあいいや。じゃあこれでこれでイカフェアの機械工房。ここに作るか。5×3 が必要だから。いや、これと。
The first Tinkerer's Cave was finished and appeared solid enough. Soon the creatures of the Horde would gather here voluntarily or under the threat of beatings to build dangerous traps for unwary heroes. Dragons have nested in the underground. It's payday. The dungeon heart is being attacked.
雲かよ、しかもまた雲かお前。 これやばいな。これなんだこれは。お前、なんだお前。お前。ストライキすんな、お前。雲。お前、雲はどっから来てんだ、こいつら。めっちゃわけじゃん、こいつら。で、これ、完成したら、出るから、これ。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
俺たちはお前ら、迎撃しろ。なんだっけ、酒かなんか作ってあげないといけないんだっけな。何やってんのお前。何やってんのお前。また来んのかお前。お前なんか死にそうじゃない？いいの？お前なんか死にそうだけどいいのか？お前もかよ。仕方ねえな。待って。何やってないんだっけ？何やればいいのか忘れた。なんか酒みたいなの作ってあげるといいんだよね、なんか。
It's payday.
.とにかく、こういうダンジョンで、罠を設置できるダンジョンで、 大事なのが、罠をなんかまず設置できる以上、とにかく本拠地までの距離をとにかく稼ぐことが大事で、工具箱くんがちょっと必要なのか。やばいな。ちょっとお前ら素敵で。お前らちょっと死ぬ気でお前もう修理してくれ。それが忙しいなお前
There
ら
are
な。
enemies in your dungeon.
ね、ちょっとあれかな。こっちに雲がいる。雲はちょっと雲いすぎじゃないよ。やばい。あ、ダイヤモンドここにあるんだったらここに倉庫作んないと。あれ、ストライキしてるやつどこ行ったんだ。あー、これ作りたいけど、あれだ、こういう作業させまくってるから進まないんだこれ。ここだけ作ってあるの面白いんだけど。また雲だもう。雲湧きすぎ。効率 50% になってるから。扉作れないかな。扉。あー、ホットキーか。これをここにして、これか。
Payday.
あ、借金になってる。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
どこ行った？ここか。行け。で、なんか、男女って基本、罠を仕掛けられるのだったら、びっしり、マジでびっしり、設置できるようにした方がいいから、とにかく距離を伸ばす。だからこっち半分は、まあ、そんないらないかもしれないけど、極力、ね、距離を伸ばしてやっていきたいと思ってる。うん。まあそんなことはいいんだけど、また雲が。もうお前、合体してるじゃないか、もう。この雲はどっから湧いてるんだ？お、作ってる。あ、F2 押すとこれ全部掴めるんだ。F5 でセーブか。
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny,
お前なんだお前は。
The very curious evil soon began to build one of these vortexes.
ああ、罠やってるんだ。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
何これ？何こいつ？なんか新しいのが。新しいやつが湧いてる。まあそれはいいんだけど、待って。部屋を、なんか、ドアを作りたい。ドアを作りたいんです。待って、どうやって回転するんだこれ。待って。作れないんかこれ。どうやって、ああ、こうやってやるんだ。ってことはこれ。なんでこれ作れんのこれ。部屋じゃないだろ、ここ。待って。部屋じゃないだろ。一応、美女枠も一応一応美女なのかな。いますよ、これ。こいつ。しかも癒し系。あ、雲。ここ雲湧きすぎじゃない？やばい。この雲はやばい。めっちゃ湧く。待って、これ、いまいち扉を立てられる条件がわからない。待って。だってここ立てられない。あ、立てられるんかい。立てられる。まあ、こうやって作っておくと、なんか、まあ、ここに警備兵とか、設置しなくても、なんか倒してくれそうな感じがする。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
あ、割といい感じのダメージは上げてるじゃん。 そうだな。こうやってやって。これ全部針の罠敷いておけば、勝手に倒れてくれるかな、一応。多分一応倒してくれるとは思う。で、なんかストライキ起こしたやつの、なんか、おおまた雲が。木の壁死んでますよ。木の壁死んでますよ。待って、木の壁が死んでる。
It's payday.
てか、どうせストライキ起こしてるやつなんか役に立たないから、お前ら倒しちまえ。倒せ。何さらっとお金もら何お前、ストライキ起こしてるくせにさらっとお金持ってってんだ、お前ら。さらけ。さらっとお金持ってくな、お前。もうこういう真面目なやつがなんかこうやって疲れて、こいつ働いてなかったくせにお金持ってってんじゃねえお前。マジでお前ふざけんな。待って、待って。作業ユニット爆破できるんだ、こいつ。おい、爆破しろ。こいつ爆破するんだ。爆破しろ、こいつ。こんなにクリックしてないから、おい。爆破しろ。待って、また雲が来てる。いいぞ、お前ら、雲。お前らぶっ殺せ、こいつぶっ殺すんだ。待って、お前邪魔すんな。
Keep your hands to
The
yourself.
dungeon heart is being attacked.
こいつさ、ここに放り投げたらどうなるこれ。いける。ぶっ殺せ、いけ。ぶっ殺せ。よし、死んだけど。よし、死んだ。オッケー。死んだって。他にニートはいねえか。よし、いねえな。オッケー。いいか、お前らも反乱したらあそこに突っ込むからな。分かったか。もうね、残虐と言われてもね、もうだからどうしたんだよ。それがどうしたって感じ。いいか、働かないのが悪いんだからな。よし。しかし、ストライキを起こしてると、戦いもしないのは本当助かるな、そういう意味で助かる。意外と強い、このシステム。また雲か、お前ら。待って、これ無限巻きなのか、まさかの無限巻きなのか、お前ら。おい、なんか言えよ。 こいつら引っ叩いても何もならない。だけどな。ほら、効率。さっさと働け。ああ、こんなん別に枯渇してもいいんだわ。ここに15000の金貨がある金脈があったけど、枯渇しちゃったみたいで、まあでもここにダイヤモンドのいくらでも手に入るやつがここにあるから、正直ね、君がね、ここにあった鉱脈くんがいなくなっても、正直困らない。でも一応、金庫は作っておく。まあ、いけ。急げ。ほら、急げ。ちょっと働け、ほい。ああ。強化して、もうちょい強化したら、ちょっと、強化っていうか、できればここら辺までは針の罠仕掛けておきたいから、ちょっとここまで仕掛けたら行きますわ。何これ。ああ。また雲かよ。待って、お前は死んだら困る。ちょっと待って。お前死んだら困るんだ。美女。よし。ナイス。やっぱここ無限脇だよね、ここ。やっぱり。ここをさ、警備室でさ、置いて、戦わせるってのもありなんかな。もしかしたら。お前、死ぬ気で働け。お、めっちゃ急いでるじゃん。やば。やる気あるな。まあ、やる気があろうとなかろうと、褒美はないんだけどさ。急げ。いけ。いけ。ちょっとユニット作るか。また雲か、おい。お前死にかけんな、お前。待て。お前回復しろ。いいか。で、ナーガはどこ行った？ナーガはどこ行った？
Tanos must die.
オッケーオッケー。分かって待って。
Time to die.
あ、やべ。引っ張いちまった。お前。回復しろ。いいから。回復してやれ。 おお、いいじゃん。めっちゃ回復する。あ、死んでる。バナナ。これなんか仕掛けられないかな。ああ、いいよ。方向転換できないかな、これ。なんかさ、これ。方向転換ができない。お、待て。驚いて待って。これじゃなくて、違う違う違う。お前じゃない。方向転換できないのか、これは。いいや。これ作って。ほら、働けば。急げ。ほら。お前も。いや、なんかいる。
Defend the dungeon heart.
No! I'll be back.
お前、雲に殺されたか、お前。ここで殺されたな、絶対。お前は。だって使えないな、まったく。いや。寝床欲しいよね。寝床追加するわ。寝床。これ設置したらストライキ起こしてるやつもなんか復活しちゃうんじゃないまさか。
It's payday.
あ、雲がめっちゃいる。
First vortex was finished. Here, demons could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true. Yes, but luckily the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence.
今は敵いないよね。だからちょっと F4 だっけ全員。ああ、もう申し訳ない。なんかF3 とか F4 もなんかOBS のショートカットに設定してて、で、時ちょっとクリアするわ。OBS のなんか設定にF3 とか F4 とか設定してて、それ反応しちゃってちょっとなんか配信切れちゃいました。すいません。いや、ほんと申し訳ない。F3、F4 にショートカット設定しちゃダメだな、これ。申し訳ないな、ほんと。
It's payday.
ペイで
enemy. Ah!
よし、いっか。おーめん。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
出た瞬間にいるんじゃないお前ら。お、ちょっとやばいな。お前強すぎない？ちょっとお前ちょっと強いぞ。待って、待ってく。待って、美女ばっかじゃんいるの。なんか、はい。F3、F4 でなんかOBS のショートカットキー、ちょっと設定してたの忘れてて、押しまくってたら、なんか配信停止しちゃった。で、よし。お前ら来い。あー、すいませんな。どこ行けばいいんだ？ここか。行け。おい、美女、お前らも行くんだぞ。お前らもここに行くんだよ。サボるんじゃない。行け。で、お前らちょっと、どこまで行こう。これいけるよね。GO!
The Fuscarhana stone is very close. Soon I will destroy it.
行け。
Tanos will be beside himself.
Apparently, there were a few elemental guardians who were not particularly pleased at someone fooling with the stones. They threateningly turned towards Talia. Of course, the defense-orientated evil would protect her at all costs.
守護霊精霊とかいうのがなんか即死するんだけど、こっちはやる気ないでしょ。この精霊やる気ないわ。1秒で死んでるじゃないか。
What did you do? Why
Oh?
did you turn back to evil?
Father, I don't know. I keep trying to turn back to good, but a part of me... God, just shut it, you weakling. Tanos, you and your minions always look down on me.
反抗期かよ、お
Really
前。
insulted me without you ever saying a word. You drove me to this.
My child, that is not true. Inside yourself, there's still a spark of good there. Let it guide you. And not this.
Whoops! Looks like I accidentally tripped on a cable or something. Unfortunately, Tanos could not continue to talk to Talia.
まあいいんだけど、そろそろ封印解いてくんないかな、お前。
Huh? What? Oh, yes, of course. Ha. Soon the seal will be broken. I am even more powerful.
ああ、こっちだよ。こっちだ、俺か。
It's done. The seal is broken. Oh, what have I done?
めっちゃ情緒不安定じゃん、お前。
Forgive me. I used still here? Oh, come on. Can't you pour your heart out somewhere else?
While Talia was occupied with herself, again, the seal was completely broken. Several portals to a strange world opened in the dungeon. From them, a few extremely committed demons immediately sprang,
さらっと今お前
ready to
ら
serve the
さらっと
releasing
入っていく
from
んじゃないお前
exile
ら
evil. The Gehenna stones contained a
さらっ
ruthless
と
and
入ってい
mighty
くな
magic that not only supplied the dungeon with mana, but was also very dangerous. This posed no problem for the danger-loving evil, as it was far away. Besides, the magic was only supposed to affect the heroes. With the patience of a fox, the insidious evil now waited for a few heroes to test this ruthless and powerful magic on a few unsuspecting guineas
F3 で集め
at the
て
cost of a
GO
little mana. オッケーオッケー。で、こいつも突っ込んで、これで、まあ、
Give me my orders.
オッケーオッケーで、これで全員指定して、どこ行こうか。ね、これ。まあいい。どこだ？テントはどこだ？テントはどこだ？これんだろ？これんだろ？どこだ？テントは。これどこだ？これマジで。これどこだ？これが。これでバゴンと落とせるわけだ。弱そう。弱そう。で、一方その頃こっちではこうなってるから、まだの設置をしようか。待って。これさ、どうやってこれ、あ、こうやって、あ、なるほど。3つ以上スペースあるところに設置できるんだ、これ。だからここにも設置できるし、ここにも設置できるし。OK。
The Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies.
どこ行ったお前ら。
What do you want me to do?
え？ああ。ここ行け。ここに行くんだ、お前ら。よし。行け。そういうルートなんだ。こっち行くかと思った。お前。あ、プライムゴー。お前はこっち行くんだ。お前は下がれ。
have entered the dungeon.
こっちはこっちで入ってきたな。どこだ。回復する方が違うだろお前。お前今死んでないか誰か。待って。待って、なんで出てきたお前。
Men, take a look at this. There's something strange going on here.
A local patrol unhappily stumbled into the area of the Gehenna Stones. They wouldn't leave without a fight, just the way I like it.
Just the way I like it.
Wait a moment, I just said that. Are you trying to steal my lucrative narrator contract? Back off! I know where your car is.
あれこれ使えねえのどこ行っ
It's
ちゃって。
payday.
なんか
The Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
地味にお前レベル上がってるんだな。次も落とせるんだ。ちょっとキャラ作って警備室もうちょっと増やしたいね。で、こっちはどうなってる今。
I am the evil. I am the evil.
まあいいんだけど。どこ行こう。こっち行ってみるか。GO。そしてこっちはどうなってる？打ってくれたんだったら
The Gehenna Stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available.
OK。お前らはここで働くんだ。OK。早速なんか来やがったお前。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
いけるか？いけるか？ ヒーラーの方にヒーラーの方にいるやつ先倒してくれ、お前ら。なあ。今気づいた。仕方ねえな、全く。ヒーラーこれ何人いるんだ？ 3 人いるんかな。外行くなよ。何してんのお前。ヒーラーが前線行ってどうすんだ。おいおいお前で一方こっちだよ。あれ
What can I do for you?
何してんのお前。こっち行くんだよ。もうなんかストーカーされてるし、もうお前。
Who do you want killed?
ああ、お前らも全部味方か。ここもうぶっ壊してあるから、ここ行くよ。ここに行こう。お前ら、行け。で、侵入者はいない。
It's payday.
拾え、拾え。拾うんだ、拾うんだ、拾え、拾え、拾え、拾え、拾え、拾え、拾え、これ、拾うんだ、拾うんだ、拾うんだ、拾うんだ、拾うんだ。拾ったのは全部、ここに、ボーン。溢れた。ほら、死ぬ気で働け。働け、働け。で、こっちはあれタリアは
Yeah?
はいじゃねえよ。何やってんだお前。お前。もうさっさとぶっ壊しちまえ、このところ。
As with the first stone, a number of guardians came to life to attack Talia. In its wisdom, the foresighted evil had already prepared for this. Well, let's hope so anyway.
Talia, please, stop doing this. Return to the light. It took me many years, and I had to reload many previous save games before I finally managed to banish all these demons.
Father, I'm trying, but the evil, it's so strong.
Fight it, my child.
Don't forget that this stinker kept you locked up in a place that isn't called the fatiguing library for nothing for the last few years. And that his best friend is a dwarf who hates all elves. I know the narrator should normally be neutral and stay out of the story, but this guy's interjection. stones are getting on my nerves when he's hundreds of miles away.
Right. You're not my father. You just took advantage of me. You claim to be an honest, decent paladin of good, and yet you allowed me to be mocked and insulted. I'm done with you.
Once Talia had returned to her true nature, she ignored Tanos and turned back to the stones.
This way, hobbits! I mean, evil creatures!
寝床がありません。ちょっと悲しくなるからやめて。待って。寝床がありません。ちょっと悲しいからほんと。作ってあげなきゃいけない。
The seal is broken.
Talia had conquered another Gehenna stone.
Whoa.
This time, even without an extended dialogue with her split personality.
Well, actually, I was about to...
Good grief, just shut up. Where were we? Oh yes. Once again, a huge jet of mana shot into the sky, and a portal opened. Whether it led to the Winchester brothers, Buffies, Charmed, or whatever universe, demons ready to kill jumped out. As usual in good games which still have some game time to fill, there was yet a third stone to be conquered. Talia was already on her way.
結構熾烈な戦いをしてるようだな、ここら辺は。外よりも大変なんじゃない？こちら倒すか。OK。アウチ。こいつら今日もこれか。
Payday.
お前くそあれだ。あれ、外に行くとあれだね、反抗期じゃなくなるんだ。あれ、反抗期じゃなくなった。どうして？別に反抗期になってもいいんだよ、別にね。外に出た瞬間、袋の先はダメでしょ。あー、終わったな、これ。終わった。こいつらは終わった。お前らはちょっと。先こっち行こう。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah. だしゃ、お前が行くんだ。お前はいいか。お前は使えねえからいいや。使えねえからいいやって。だけど。ただしゃー、行くな。戻ってきてくれ。多分。お前がいないと終わるんだ。いてもそんな変わんなかったね、君。ここはもう制圧済
There
み
are
か。よ
enemies in your dungeon.
し、ここ行こう。お前ら。お、なんかすげえ。タラシャどこ行った？タラシャ。おーい。どこ行った？タラシャー。やばい、壊滅仕掛けてる。やばい。ちょっとこいつ、作ってさ、F3 でさ、お前ら全員、ちょっと、なあ、お前らここ落ちろ、全員。こっちはどうなった？制圧した。で、どこ行けばいいんだ、これ。ロベスいいや。お前が取れ。
Command me.
これどこ行けばいいんだこれは。どこ行けばいいんだ。どこ行けばいいんだ。ここか。おい。お前ら全員こっちだ。
Time to take up.
しねえ。当たんねえじゃねえかよ。もう。
Why is there a pile of rocks here?
Why are you wearing a mask? Wait a minute. The rock pile? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing important. We should just leave it alone.
お疲れ様です。自分ももう少ししたらやめようかな。お疲れ様です。ね。お前ら。
What's up?
お前らこいつら攻撃しろ。
The Gehenna stones were still busy charging up for a new
ど
spell.
うすりゃいいんだ？
The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available. The Gehenna stones were still busy charging up for a new spell. Heyday. The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available.
もしや、こんなのかもしかして。もしかして、こんなのか。ここだ、行け。
There are enemies in your dungeon. The third Gehenna stone was very close.
うん、知ってる。
And a third time, the Guardians rose to prevent Talia from fumbling with the Gehenna stone. Who would have thought?
Talia, I beg you.
What? You again? This chap's appearing for the third time already. What is he? The goddamn spirit of Christmas or something? Just shut up and let us get on with the game.
But
That's enough! She's not coming back to you. Get it? I reckon that after another 15 or 16 missions, she's gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of you.
but I'm...
My God, you just don't quit, do you? Okay. Talia, your job.
Shut up, Thanos! Can I say something here?
No.
Finally, the last seal has been broken. Death to all that is good! Power to evil!
Indeed. Talia had conquered another of the Gehenna stones. Mana into the sky, demons out of the portal, blah blah blah, and so on. You know the score. Now, only the last of the Gehenna stones had to be taken.
Wait a minute, didn't you say a total of 3 stones? That was the third stone already.
No, you're wrong about that.
No, I am not wrong. You said every good game has 3 goals.
I also said any good game.
True. Not much to say to that. Then it's off to number 4.
他のやつどこ行ったんだろう。下。とりあえずお前らはここにたどり着け。まずはたどり着くんだ。OK。そっち通らないでね。下通るなよ、下通るなよ、下通るなよ、下通るなよ。偉いぞ。偉い。お前らじゃ勝てないからな。偉いぞ。
What can I do for you?
Heyday.
Talia, normally all good things come in threes. But after 4 stones, I will try one last time to bring you to your senses.
なんか死んでません、なんか。
Stop what you are doing and return to good. Together we can wipe evil from the face of the earth.
Father, never! I will be the queen of evil and destroy all that is good!
These words should make everything crystal clear. Time to take the last stone. Unfortunately, an unsightly rock pile blocked the way to the
ボ
fourth
ッコボ
stone.
コじゃないか。
Cleared out of the way.
ボッコボコにされてんな、お前。面白いな。
This rock heap was tougher than expected and... What the...
You woke me up. Was it you made children alone? Did you will be forgot? I will crush you.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Of course, the anticipating evil had already expected something like this and plunged into the fight well prepared. I hope.
予想はしてたよね。
Crunch, the huge stone monster hit the ground. The stone-hewing evil had triumphed. It debated having a new bathroom built from the remains.
オッケー。解けた。
Taking the fourth stone was now child's play. So easy, in fact, that we'll just cover it in a short cutscene and spare you all that annoying clicking. All the seals had now been broken, and the demons thirsted to unleash chaos, destruction, and folk music upon the world at the ultimate evil's side. Okay, maybe I made that last point up. Grimly was still searching for the Dark Elf and the evil around her. On the other hand, she had asserted herself against her father Tanos and resisted the forces of good. But by the time his spies, much to their horror, found the Gehenna stones destroyed, the inconspicuous evil's army had already moved on. The Ash Spring Swamplands, while grimly Hammerhand the Gehenna Stones, after leaving the vestiges of Twistram in ruins. Talia, the Dark Elf, the Ash Spring Swamplands, while grimly Hammerhand's henchmen were looking for Talia and the absolute evil's army, they in turn were slowly marching through the gloom